Hi, it's Michael Whitehouse, the guy who knows a guy, with your Motivational Minute. There was a show on a number of years ago called Once Upon a Time on ABC, and there was a character in it who would often remind us that all magic has a price. And this is relevant to our lives as well. We have a lot of technology, which is almost like magic. I mean, I'm recording this on a smartphone that can record video and do phone calls, and I can type messages into it. It can connect me to everyone in the world. It also transmits a lot of my personal data to all kinds of different people, most of whom are probably only using it to sell me stuff, and some are trying to subvert our democracy. Who knows? I've got one of those Google Alexa Home Nest dot Echo things, and it has some neat features. It also is listening to everything I say, and might at some point suddenly start talking in the middle of a video, which is not so great. It might also transmit the information somewhere. I don't know. I used to have a Fitbit. You will notice I no longer wear a Fitbit because, so with the cell phone, with the dot gizmo, it serves a purpose. It has a benefit, and I say, okay, what are the costs? The costs are some privacy loss, some data being transmitted. I'm okay with that in exchange for the benefits that this device offers me. With the Fitbit, I found that this watch functions better for what I need than the $200 wrist computer. Now, the wrist computer, it could determine how much I was exercising, track my steps, and do all these neat things. When it worked, it would show me if the phone was ringing, it'd vibrate, it would give me text messages, those kinds of things. But it made it harder to check the time. There's certain basic functions you have for a watch. A watch should tell you what time it is. One of the first pieces of wearable technology was to tell you what time it is. You need that before a lot of other things. Your calendar app is useless if you don't know what time it is. And the Fitbit had to be recharged every 2 days or so, and so sometimes it wouldn't work, or it'd disconnect, or I'd have to worry about it. And when I looked at it, maybe there's notifications there. And I don't need notifications if I'm looking at what time it is. I want to know, what time is it? So sometimes the simpler technology works better because all magic has a price. And if your wrist computer can do all kinds of things, or if you use your phone to look at the time, I tried to do that. And you know what I'd find? I'd pull my phone out and I would discover that I had some Facebook notifications, I had an email, I had a couple of tweets to look at, I had maybe something else to look at. But you know what I would not find out by the end of that experience? What time it was! I'd forget, I'd get distracted, or I'd look at the time in the beginning and then so much else would happen, I would lose track of it. So my message to you is not to not use magic, just understand what the price of it is, and to understand what you're trying to do with it. My watch I use to tell the time, and this little analog device, $20 at Kohl's, looks nice, doesn't it? It's a pretty nice looking watch. This watch is a better time-telling device than any of those super fancy high-tech things I might otherwise wear on my wrist. And don't be distracted by the whiz-bang gizmos and all this can do. You know where I get my news? From the newspaper. Paper, I should have brought one down. Newspaper lands in my driveway every morning. I go out, I pick it up, I open it, I read the news. And it's curated news. It's not everything there is to know, but it gives me a good sense without all the overstimulation, all the pop-ups, and all the everything else. I used to publish magazines. People love the magazines. Why? Because it's just positive content in paper form. We are conditioned as humans to like touching things. Digital, there's part of our brain that says that's not quite right. I can't feel it. Digital is wonderful. Digital makes my business possible. Digital allows me to connect to you in this way. But embrace the benefits that there are times when the price of magic makes the magic not quite worth it anymore. I'm Michael Whitehouse. Thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow. And if you haven't already, please do join my Facebook group, Confident, Connected, and Influential. Facebook.com/groups/ConfidentConnected. See you tomorrow.